Hello everybody, my name is Artur Poczekalewicz and I am a solution architect at the Red Hat. The new security bug Log4shell was introduced a few days ago and it touched many applications. A lot of them do not have security patches yet created. So today I will show you how the Red Hat Advanced Cluster Security can help you in this situation. The agenda is pretty simple. First step is a deploy application with Log4shell bug on OCP cluster. After that I will turn my personality into very bad hacker and I will try to exploit the application. At the end we will see how ACS can increase our security and make life for hackers more difficult. I'll create a new project with one application, wrote, and of course I will test it. All images and scripts I will use are available on my GitHub, so feel free to test it yourself. New project. New application from Docker image, of course. We have to expose this application outside the cluster. And now we are ready to test the application using this route, and we have hello world. So it's great. Now I will be a hacker. I have to deploy exploit server which can serve some payloads to my attacked application, and I will show content of the temp directory before and after remote code execution. The command I will execute using exploit is a simple touch command to create a new file on a container with our application. The Red Hat TV server simulates a hacker server where is a deployed exploit server. Now we see the content of temp directory inside the container. Attacks is a script with evil curl command to put payload on a victim application. And now we see, yes, we see the new file is created on the remote host. And another one. So maybe something more advanced. Attacker can create reverse shell. I will use redhat.tv to listen on port 5555 for reverse connection. Okay, open the port. Use a very complicated script to create a reverse shell. I use dev TCP method, but as I mentioned, all of scripts are available on my GitHub. And voila! It created reverse shell on Red Hat TV. Now I can more easily explore attacked container with ps list and other commands. How ACS can help us? ACS can monitor running applications in the cluster. It can operate in passive audit and active mode. Active mode can restart pod with policy evaluation. The policy can define what processes are or are not allowed in a specific containers. So in our case, if a container is running a Java process and no other processes should be running, then any other process running into our pod could indicate a policy violation. If the ACS detects such situation, it will restart the pod, but it's not a problem, because if deployment use several replicas, then restarting a single pod will not affect the high availability of our application. I will create a new policy named Log4shell for runtime stages. The policy criteria is a process named should not be different in Java. And I use enforcement mode to kill all pods in my namespace where ACS will detect other processes than defined. On platform configuration, system policies, I can create new policy. The name, for example, Log4shell. Severity critical or high. Lifecycle stages, of course, runtime, event sources, deployment. I can restrict this policy to work only on one namespace, for example, vuln app. And the policy criteria based on process activity, process name, doesn't match Java. Last step is set the enforcement mode to on, and the policy should work. And now we are ready to check magic of ACS. I will scale out my deployment for 3 replicas, and after that I will test the normal requests to my application are okay, but when hacker wants to send bad payload to my application, then ACS will kill the pod. Okay, so first step, I start watching my pods. I'm scale out to 3 replicas. And now I'm ready to check if the proper request is okay. Nothing happened with pods, everything is running, but when the hacker tried to hack my container, the container is restarting because ACS is killing them and recreating. The conclusion: the application has a bug. The hacker has an exploit, but the hacker does not have an easy way to act. Thank you for watching.